let's talk about salary first. This is the picture I searched from the pay scale. And through this picture, we can see that the top popular jobs have high salary in common. So, why do we want high salaries? I conclude three reasons in total and will elaborate them one by one. First, sense of self satisfaction. To maintain a high self esteem or to show their responsibility can fulfill our satisfaction. Also include the self-worth, achievement of dream, and the most important contribution to family. We need money to satisfy these three requirements. Life standard. So, in daily life, we need money to buy necessary commodities such as food. Having a high salary enables us to enjoy a better lifestyle, to make our children well educated, to go to a better school, and buy necessary commodities or sometimes luxuries. And this is an unusual case preparation for emergency. Although it may be not as necessary as first two factors, but it's still necessary. Third one is vanity. So it is a little bit different from self-satisfaction because vanity means show off to others, like show off social positions and some other reasons. We can show our vanity in two ways. First is in daily life. When we talk with our friends, parents, family, we get their comments and feel satisfaction from their comments. Also in company, we want to have high position. Also afraid of being despised from our coworkers. So, in a nutshell, salary is a pretty important factor when we choose a job. Maybe it's the most important factor. So it decided most portion when we choose a job and a major. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I will discuss about experience, my brothers and mine. So let's start with my brother's experience. He was a tour guide after he graduated from the university. At that time he was about 24 years old. He was young, yeah. And tour guide is his dream job because if you are a tour guide, you can travel around the world without spending too much money. You can meet different people every day. You do not need to stay in the office whole day. It sounds like that. You play outside the door and then you get salary. Although salary is not high enough and the job is not stable, my brother loved this job so much. However, he quit his job, I mean the tour guide job, and he chose to open his own tea shop in Wang Street. The reasons are that he need to find a stable job, he need to get higher salary than before, and he needs to have time to spend with his family, especially after he had a children. My brother made a decision between dream and reality. Okay, let's talk about my experience. Those two photos are related to my dream majors. You can see a turtle, a sea turtle, from the left side photo, and this photo is related to my dream major, marine biology. And the photo with two people inside, this photo is related to my another dream major. I chose science. So I will discuss marine biology first. Marine biology. I plan to choose this major when I prepared to apply universities. Actually, I wanted to choose this major just because I love sea animals, I love diving, I love the feeling on a boat. That's all. And I know this sounds a little bit crazy. However, my parents did not like me to choose this major. They said that you can't just study sea turtles, stay with sea animals whole day, and stay on a boat whole day. You need to have a family. You need to stand on land, not sea. So, um, I didn't choose this major at last. Um, in addition, I thought interest and job should be different. You can let your interest to support your life. If your interest related to salary, related to reality, things won't be interesting anymore. I just said science. This major is really my dream major. I love it so much. I chose this major and accepted by this major before I came to the Ohio State University. I want to learn that just because I want to help people to have a healthy lifestyle. I want to help people lose weight. I want to help girls who are overweight have opportunities to wear beautiful dresses, become beautiful, just those reasons. However, I changed my major because this major is really hard to find a job, except you get PhD degree. But PhD degree is very hard to get. It's not about you learn something. You need to create something new if you want to get PhD degree. And I think I won't study such a long time. I plan to get a master degree in the future, but I don't have any plan to get PhD degree. So I changed my major finally from exercise science to TESOL. Yeah, TESOL is a major that related to education. TESOL. Many people do not know what TESOL is. The full name of TESOL is Teaching English to Speakers of Second Languages. In other words, it's about teaching English. Although it's not my dream job, I do not hate to become a teacher, and I'm sure that I will become a good teacher, and I want to become a good teacher. Becoming a teacher is meaningful, and I like to work with children. I love children so much. Compared to the reality, job opportunity, salary, and dream, I think TESOL is the best choice for me. I know that accept by TESOL program will be hard and competitive, but I will try hard.
Well, nowadays, how to choose a major become a really tough problem between college students. From this following graph, we can see some popular majors mainly chosen by nowadays students. Then we need to think in why they choose these majors. Personally, I think their personal interest is with huge importance. I did a small research on students about choosing major problems. I make 25 of my classmates as a group and let them to choose two mainly reasons when they choosing their majors. And I found that the personal interest not with huge importance. It's got only 10 votes. But from my point,
But from my point of view, I think personal interest is a really important one when we're choosing majors because of the following reasons. To begin with, if we choose a major which is related to our interests, we may spend more time on it. Such as when people working something they're really interested in, you may want to do it more and pay more attention to it. And the second one is that if we choose a major which is related to our interests, we may study with fun, and it also makes us work more effective. When someone study or work with fun, we may more concentrated on what we are working with, and it can make us work more effective in that way.
Hi everyone, I'm xiaoye from Group 3. Our topic is how to choose a major, and my subtopic is the reality of your major. Here is my outline. Graphs, top 10 majors which are the easiest to find a job, which major is hard to find a job, and is economy major reliable for us. Here are two statistic graphs to show the reliability of each major. From the pie chart, we can see only 27.3 students' major match their jobs, even though the percentage is increasing, but it's also small. From the salary graph of each major, the majors of engineering are the most popular, and we can find the needs of the art and philosophy majors without math and statistics are decreasing, and the salaries of them are much lower. The best college majors for your career. From the internet, we find the top 10 majors. We can find most of the top 10 majors are related to technology. Recent world needs us to manage the ability to use data and creation, so majors like history or philosophy are being eliminated. People need to pay more attention on participability, which can bring benefits and can improve our life quantity. So we need to avoid choosing less popular majors. Which majors are hard to find a job? These majors have low demands but have high graduates, so it's hard for us to find a job. But here is a question. Is the economy major reliable for us? Here is an interesting phenomenon. We know that economy is a subspecialty of business, but recently this major is not as popular as before. Many graduates can't find a job by studying simple economies. However, why this phenomenon occurs? From the past table, we can find some clues. Some major demands are small, but the graduates of them are also small, so it's not hard for them to find a job. Therefore, on the other side, if the demand of economy major is large, but the amount of graduates of this major is also large, the difficulty for them to find a job is still high. We can use the supply-demand theory to explain it. In order to make the maximum interest, we need to keep the supply low and the demand high, so that's the reason why engineering major students are so easy to find a job. Here's a reference of this chart and the top 10 majors. Thank you for watching. Here's all of my point.